Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey. I feel like every time I come to LA, my voice just magically disappears, and it's usually because I spend all my time screaming with my best friend and roommate, London. I don't know what it is, we just get together and we either laugh uncontrollably or scream at the top of our lungs for like hours straight. We are 10 years old. I don't know. So this background is gonna take me a little bit of getting used to, so forgive me if this isn't like what you guys see next time, or if the lighting seems weird or whatever. This is my LA bedroom. I do plan on doing a tour. I just realized how messy my back end table is. I do have another one, but I haven't moved it back there yet. Anyways, it's been a real work in progress. I like literally ripped this whole room apart and like redid all of it because I moved most of my stuff to Georgia, but then I was kind of like furnishing my bedroom out of what I had left in LA. It's a whole thing. But I have some stuff I wanted to share with you guys, some stories, all scary and like kind of paranormal and interesting, but I didn't feel like I had anything that would complete one video, so this is just gonna kind of be a smorgasbord of some stuff that I wanted to tell you guys about. This is like a haunted apartment update. I'm gonna talk about my time in the Amityville horror house. I'm gonna talk about the moon vanishing last night, some other things. So if you guys are excited for this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit that notification bell. I don't tell you guys to very often, but lately YouTube has been so bad about reminding you guys when I upload a new video, and I never want you guys to miss when I do upload. So after you've done all of that and you are officially part of the fam, we can continue on with all of this. I don't even know where to start because there's just like a lot of stuff I really want to tell you guys about. Number one, in case you're curious, the dress is from Fashion Nova. I really love it. I kind of want to do like a clothing haul because I have some stuff that's just been like piling up and piling up. Like I've been so into fashion and so into clothing again recently, so I need to do like a haul or something coming up. But I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the apartment and like kind of some updates with that. Last night I kind of got some verification from my roommate herself about some of the things that have been happening in the apartment. I've been gone a lot, so I haven't really noticed anything crazy happening here. Nothing too wild had happened in Georgia, but apparently there was some stuff going on while I was out of town, and I'm gonna kind of let her explain that to you.
Loey attracts stuff.
We're gonna go.
Say
Yeah,
she doesn't.
here's the other thing. Is
Trust
she
me,
said this in
you'll
a
know
story
in a few
time
months
about
why I
me
know
like
that.
a little bit ago. She said this about me one time. But I was sitting on the couch one time, and I have never in my life had like anything paranormal like happen to me, like nothing to speak of at least. And literally I was sitting on the couch, we were watching a movie, and something grabbed my leg. Like I'm not kidding. Like I make fun of story times like this. And literally something grabbed my leg, and I look at Loey and I was like, did you just grab my leg, like you weirdo? And she was like, no. And she had like both of her hands on her phone. Yeah. And my friend Elise was sitting next to me, and I was like, did you grab my leg? She was like, no. Like, and her hands were like this. Yeah. And then I was just like, you guys are screwing with me. Something grabbed my leg, like not touched me, something grabbed me, like pinched me. And ever since then, our dog, every time I leave like any door in the house open, she'll kind of like look at it and start barking. And she doesn't bark, mind you. For the first like 2 weeks we had her, we never heard her make a noise.
Never,
until,
like not a sound.
Not a sound. Like we literally thought she didn't know how to bark. And literally from like ever since that point on, she will like look at the door and just start barking like crazy. And when Loey came back into town, I was like, Loey, like the dog will like randomly look at the door, and she's like, no way, because I get weird vibes from that spot. Yeah. So Loey, it's not attracting stuff.
So it's like the laundry room on my side of the apartment, like where my room is, or it's my bedroom, which she'll growl into, which you guys know because I made a story time about it, about my closet in my room being sketchy. We're going to 7-Eleven. We're not going to deal with this anymore.
We're gonna get hot dogs to like cure
we're gonna get hot dogs.
Whatever.
But I just wanted to record this in the moment so you guys have like confirmation of a lot of what is currently happening.
I'm creeped out.
Love you. Thanks for living with me.
No, I don't. I'm moving out.
Nicole, do you like being my neighbor?
Yeah, love that for me. Love that.
The biggest update is that now our dog, London's dog and my dog, we adopted her together. Her name is Marble, and she's perfect. She stares on my side of the apartment where my room is and where the laundry room is and everything, where Haley heard those noises in the closet, where I saw someone moving behind these blinds over here, all of that kind of stuff. Lately, Marble has been looking over here and just growling and like snarling like a wild animal, like scared out of her mind. She doesn't growl very much. She doesn't even like bark really. So it's really strange that she'll just look onto this side of the apartment and she'll just start snarling. And London says like when that happens, she'll always kind of get up and close my bedroom door, close the laundry room door, like whatever it is, and it immediately stops. But it is weird, like, you know, especially like when I first get here, every time I've been out of town for a while, like London and I are friends, so we always have like sleepovers and stuff, and I have the biggest bed. So when we sleep in here, she'll always make comments about how my motion sensor lights in my bathroom go off like crazy. And I ask her, you know, do yours do that? And she'll always say, no, just yours. Actually, they were going off like crazy right up until I started filming this video, and now that I am filming, they've gone like weirdly silent. So that's comforting. Really, that's it, except for, you know, obviously London just sort of verifying that her leg had been grabbed. You know what I mean? Like the same way that I told in my last haunted apartment update. So, I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't seem like anything's kind of crazy, but I do think it's really strange that the dog, especially like the dog who like doesn't understand, you know, oh, I'm saying that the apartment is haunted and everything, like honestly feels energy to the point where she looks over onto my side of the apartment and starts snarling. I haven't really like talked about paranormal stuff in the apartment for a little while. I haven't done anything crazy. I will say, I've told you guys this before, I know the girl who lives in my old unit and she has some stories, but we have decided to wait until she moves out because she's gonna move out of this apartment complex after her lease is up, but she really wants to like tell you guys like everything that's been happening in that apartment too. She's just scared to talk about it while she lives there because she feels like it might like stir things up. So I'm so excited. It's gonna be like months before I can share that with you all, but trust me, some weird stuff has been going on there too. But for the most part, you know, I don't talk about paranormal stuff here. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not really egging anything on, so I do feel like it's been a little bit quieter. After I make this video, I think maybe it'll act up a little bit more, but I hadn't really gotten my scary fix in a little while. So we actually decided, me, London, and our friend Nicole last night, Nicole Jacqueline here on YouTube, we decided to go to an escape room, and it just so happened to be themed after the Amityville horror house. If you guys do not know this story, oh my god. If you guys want an in-depth video on the full story of the Amityville horror house, let me know, because it is by far one of my favorite stories of all time. One of my favorite like cases of all time. There were like lawsuits about this, and was this true, was it not? But the story has so many movies and like books and stuff based off of it, and now it has an escape room based off of it. So basically the story behind it is that this family had moved into a house, and the house was like a bargain price, like 80 grand. It was this beautiful, huge, historic home, but murders had obviously been taking place in the home, because why not? This is a horror movie, this is a horror story. And so the family was like, meh, like, you know, they bought it anyway, thinking everything would be fine. And then honestly, like, so much paranormal activity happened, like all of this crazy stuff started happening. There's so much controversy around that story, what's true, what's not, but this escape room was so cool because it was literally based off of the Amityville horror house. I mean, you walk in and it's like this entire first room. I wish I could have filmed, but usually like escape rooms and stuff don't let you film things like that. I'm gonna reach out to some people though and see if they will let me film that escape room, because it was so creepy. And if you guys are in the Los Angeles area, it's at 60 out escape rooms. Basically, like, we walked in, we're finding all these clues about the house. It was kind of scary at first, you know what I mean? Like, we're like opening the piano, finding keys, like all of this stuff. And then when we get into the next room, it's so creepy. There are like bears you have to put into specific chairs, and like we're reading this little girl's creepy freaking diary. There are bloody handprints on the wall, and at the very end you basically crawl into like this crawl space, and all you can hear is this like creepy whispering. It's pitch black. All we have on us are these little LED candles to like guide our way through. I had like literally fallen and scraped the heck out of my leg in this escape room. It was so dark, so eerie. Like, mind you, up until this point, I had literally been in a closet putting my hands against bloody handprints to like unlock part of the escape room and whatever. When we get into the crawl space, you know, you can't see anything, whatever. And we find like the key to get out. When we try to open the like door to escape the room, like this creepy little girl's voice comes over the intercom and she says, I won't let you leave. One of you will stay as a sacrifice and play with me forever or whatever. And so it was like 1, 2, 3, not it. And over and over and over again, we were doing that because it was 3 girls in this escape room alone. Like 1, 2, 3, not it, 1, 2, 3, not it. And no one was gonna do it. The like lady who was running the escape room came over the intercom like laughing and she said, you can all sacrifice yourselves if you'd rather, if none of you want to be alone. And so all of us were still like, nope, nope. So finally I realized that it was up to me. I was gonna have to be the hero of the situation, and I crawled into this tiny wardrobe by myself. I'm telling you guys, pitch freaking black, like literally something out of a horror movie. Crawled into this wardrobe and was just like in there, and there were like all these like whispering noises in my ear and everything. My friends closed the door and immediately like a door opens on the other side and I'm out of the room, but they don't know that. So they're like, Loey, are you okay? Like, Loey, what's happening? What's happening in there? They think I'm just like trapped in this like wardrobe. And so the woman who's running the game comes over and she's like, pretend you're stuck in there. And I was like, what? And she said, pretend you're stuck in there. And I was like, okay. So I started like banging against the wardrobe, screaming like, London, oh my God, London, I can't get out. Like screaming at the top of my lungs. My friends are like trying desperately to open the door. One of them's like, break down the door, literally kick down the door. So they're trying to like break into the wardrobe. They're not obviously damaging anything. And also the woman who was running the game told us, or told me to like pretend I couldn't get out. So the woman who was running the game comes over. Her name was Cassandra, by the way. She was freaking lit. And she comes over to my friends and she's like, the magnet doesn't work. I don't know, like I can't get your friend out of this like part of the room. And London's freaking out. London's like going into full panic mode, like ready to break down some doors, ready to call the fire marshal, everything. And she finally comes around and I like burst out of the wardrobe and I'm like laughing hysterically. She didn't think it was very funny, but we did get a great group photo in which she did not look very pleased at all. It was just really cool. And if you guys are really into scary movies and stuff like that, I highly recommend doing a scary escape room. There were no real jump scares in this. It was just scary the entire time. It was really freaky. You felt like you were really in a haunted house. Like there were all these clues and puzzles to like basically get out of the room. It wasn't super hard. 3 girls made it out okay. Like we didn't need a lot of force or anything like that. And the 3 of us did it pretty easily with a lot of time to spare, honestly, like 15 minutes. So even with like me screwing around and pretending I couldn't get out of the room, we made it out with like plenty of time to spare. It was really cool though. And there's honestly another one called Orphanage that we want to do too, but none of our friends want to do it with us. So I'm like literally calling in everyone. I've been trying to convince Matt Santora to do it all freaking day, but he won't. So we might just go see The Purge or something tonight. But I wanted to tell you guys about that because I thought it was really creepy and interesting. It was literally like a real life horror movie experience. And again, if you're in the LA area, 60 Out escape rooms, highly recommend. I think that that one is only at their Silver Lake location, which we went out to, but they also have one called Orphanage. It's in Koreatown. There's also apparently a really scary one called, I think it was called like Zoe or something like that, but it's not like the same branch, and it's all the way out in Anaheim, I think. I might be wrong. So that was really cool. Then we're on our way home and the strangest thing happened that I cannot explain to you. We are in the Uber. My friends are like furious with me. They're both so mad at me for messing around. I cannot stop laughing. I'm the funniest person I know. I'm so funny. London, I'm funny. I'm funny. I love you, but I'm funny. Anyway, so we're on our way back and the moon looks bizarre. It was like tiger, like not even tiger stripes, like zebra stripes, just like straight lined zebra stripes down the moon. Like I can't even explain to you what it looked like. It was very like eerie and weird. Obviously it was probably just clouds, but like it was weird. They were perfectly lined up. And like it was a big, like massive orangey moon. I wish that I had pictures to show you guys, but you know you obviously like can't take very good pictures of the moon. We were also in the back of an Uber, but like my friend Nicole is in the front seat actually, so she sees it a little bit more clearly and she's like, that is so weird, like can't stop talking about it. Like literally it was on her Instagram story. She's like, guys, like this is so weird. The moon looks so creepy right now. And as we're sitting there talking about it, London literally makes this comment. She's like, oh Loey, the moon vanished, your next viral scary story. And I was like, oh yeah, that would be so funny, like whatever. the moon literally vanishes.
Can you explain to me what just happened? Because you're in the front
Okay,
seat.
the moon was like zebra striped and then it vanished. Like
It literally vanished. The moon vanished. Why are you laughing? The moon literally vanished.
she's crying.
The moon vanished, London.
I thought you died earlier. Moon all of a sudden is like zebra striped, legit. What? Then all of a sudden it disappeared. It's gone.
The moon literally did
is
vanish though.
disappeared.
Like clickbait, like whatever. The moon
Like
literally
the form of
vanished.
very eyes, because the thing was, we saw the moon and it was like a weird like zebra stripe, and we were like, oh, that moon looks so weird. And as we looked at it, like it literally just like into nothing, and now like it's not there anymore.
The moon literally
The
vanished.
moon literally vanished, and I jokingly said, haha, Loey, your next viral video, like hee hee, like the moon disappeared.
But literally
then we
the moon
looked up at the
vanished.
sky and it was actually gone. So like,
What
Let
do
me
we
know.
do? Let me know.
Let me know.
Let me know.
tonight's been weird.
So Nicole, I was like joking, but can you please explain what happened earlier?
Okay, so I'm driving. I'm not driving. I'm,
We're
I'm
Ubering.
sitting shotgun in the Uber, and the Uber looks at the moon and she goes, "Look at the moon. It looks odd." And I was like, "What?" And the moon is like zebra striped, like it's straight lined zebra striped.
Like
And then-
not like clouds, like
Not
perfect
clouds.
zebra lines.
It's perfect lines.
Because
And
I
the-
saw it too.
Yeah, and in a
Oh,
matter.
me too, I saw it.
In a matter of seconds, I'm not even kidding you, it was gone. Like the moon went from being this beautiful, like half crescent with stripes to zero. It was this little
But
speck.
it was like as soon as we said it looked weird.
Yeah.
We
As
were
soon as
like
we were
making
oh my God,
fun
look
of
at
it.
the moon,
Yeah,
it
like
looks so funny.
London
And-
literally says to me,
Uber
"Oh,
goes-
Loey, the moon vanished," like the title of your next
No, I
like
said
viral
to her,
video.
I said, Loey, oh my God, your next viral story, the moon vanished, hee hee, and then it literally disappeared.
It
I was
legitimately
making
vanished.
fun of her, and I saw it, and I was
And
like,
it's not like
oh.
clouds. It was like perfect straight lines. It was gone. It
And the
wasn't like a
driver
little.
goes, she goes, "I have never in my life seen that," and she was very old. So, like, what?
She's seen a lot of stuff.
But
She's
no,
seen a lot of
old.
things. She's old.
I'm talking it was there one minute and it was gone the next. Not like some clouds went over it. It was just gone. And the moon never came back last night as far as I know. I wasn't up all night, so I can't vouch for it. I didn't babysit the moon, but it was so weird how it happened right when we were talking about it. And of course it had to be like something with the clouds or like whatever, right? But it was so weird that even Nicole, who like, she makes slime videos, she doesn't talk about scary stuff, she doesn't talk about like any of this kind of stuff, literally thought it was so creepy that she put it on her Instagram story. Anyways, you guys, that's kind of it for this like rambly little scary update vlog. I'm actually immediately going to go film the next part of the sun vanish, which you've probably seen before this, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't really know. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all very, very much, and I will see you in my next video.